بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. My dear respected students and brothers and watchers, this is the fourth video in the chapter of purification in the school of thought of the Ahnaf. So what we are to do in this video, inshallah ta'ala, to continue from where we reached last time. So the author, may Allah bless him, he said, فصل والاستتار وعدم كشف العورة عمن يراه لازم أثناء الاستنجاء وقضاء الحاجة. So you are to cover yourself and to basically not to expose your private parts whenever you are to relieve yourself in the bathroom is mandatory, it is obligatory, it is a must upon the Muslim while he is basically relieving himself and he is cleaning himself from the impurities. لحرمته والفسق به, because if a person is to expose his private parts whenever he is to relieve himself, then he will get sins. It is haram, and by doing such he will be considered to be a transgressor, to be considered a fasiq. ويستحب عند الخروج تقديم اليمنى. And when a person is to finish relieving himself, as we explained before, by the usage of water, a person, whenever he enters the bathroom, he makes sure that he relieves himself, whether it's urine or stool, and then he uses the water to clean himself from all the impurities and to make sure not even a single drop is staying in his body nor on his clothing. Because if enough amount of impurities stay there, schools of thought, the four schools of thought, they have different opinions, but the consensus, if it reaches a big amount, that will be explained later, inshallah ta'ala, his clothing is basically najis, is impure. So therefore, whenever he makes the prayer, he makes the salah, his salah will not be sahih, will not be valid, and it will be void. That's why we in our Islam, in our religion of Islam, we take care a lot about cleaning oneself. And now they come with technology, and then in medicine they say that whenever a person is to clean himself and to keep himself clean, he'll be away from bacteria and viruses, and thus he's not gonna get sick often. So alhamdulillah ta'ala, our Islam teaches this as it comes in the Sahih Hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, "At-tahuru shatrul iman," that purification is half of faith, like we have explained before. So it is very, very important that for a person is to relieve himself whenever he goes to the bathroom, and he does not make the urine to stay on his clothing, especially the children, not to let the urine to be basically coming on their clothing, and then they go to the masjid and then they make prayer there. This is not okay. The parents, the Muslims, they need to teach themselves and their family members about how to take care of themselves inside the bathroom and to relieve himself. And whenever a person he comes out from the bathroom, it is mustahab, it is encouraged that a person is to put his right leg outside, and then he says غفرانك. And then we go to another fasl chapter, basically sub-chapter. He says فصل الطهارة قسمان. Purification, it is of two types. Purification is of two types. So number one, طهارة من الحدث الأصغر وتكون بالوضوء. So the first part is to clean yourself from minor from the minor impurity, which happens that a person does wudu ablution, beginning by his sunnah hands, and then he gargles, he sniffs in and out, and then he washes his face, beginning from the hair here until the chin, from here to here, earlobe to earlobe. He makes sure everything has been watered. And if he has a thick beard for the man, then to do like this it is okay. But if he has thin beard that is to be exposed in front of others, then he needs to do takhleel, which is sunnah also, to clean the eyes also. And then as inshallah is going to come in the longer classes of fiqh. And then he needs to wash his hands from the tip of the finger until the elbow, and it's better to go here until here. And Abu Huraira, he used even his armpit, he used to clean it, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He does the right and then the left hand, and then he wipes over his head. In the Hanafi, we said at least 1/3 of his head he needs to wipe. But for the face and the hands, he needs to wash. And washing, it means that the water will come out from his body. But for the swiping, there is no necessity for the remaining droplets of water to be coming out. So this is going only to swipe over his head, 1/3 of his head. Shafi'is, they say that it's only one hair. Even if it's one hair, it's okay. Malikis, they see that all the head, it needs to be isti'ab, that to cover all of the head of the person. But as we are studying here Hanafi fiqh, a person needs to wipe 1/3 of his head. And then afterwards he will go to his leg. So his leg, he's going to wash it until his ankle. Okay? So his ankle, he's going to make sure that his ankles are being washed from the front and also from the back. The Prophet ﷺ comes in Hadith Bukhari, وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. So he needs to make sure that his leg has been washed. His legs need to be washed right and left. So this is طهارة من الحدث الأصغر. طهارة من الحدث الأكبر, if there is a big impurity or a big hadath. And in this hadath akbar, a person needs to make a complete wash of his body. And وعند فقد الماء أو العجز عند استعماله يكون التيمم طهارة من الحدثين. So if a person is to have the major impurity, hadath, so that person in this case, he is going to basically going to wash all of his body. Hanafis, they say that it is a must, two things. One is to take water, gargle it, and sniff in and out in the nose. And the second mandation is to wash all part of the body. There are details in this, but we're going to come, inshallah, in another class, inshallah. In case he does not have water, then in this case the person will have, inshallah ta'ala, to use tayammum, which is basically sand, okay, in the Hanafi fiqh, dirt, sand, which is pure, and doesn't mean that it is not impure. It means that it is pure. There is no stool, urine in it, and he puts his two hands both on it, and then he washes. He swipes his face with this one, and then he does it too on the sand, and then he goes to right to here only, and then he will go with this, will go here to the left, and then he finishes. This is what second. So this is how a person is to clean himself. And then in case that the water is not there, what is the condition that the water is not there? How many miles? What is distance? What is the time zone? It will all come, inshallah ta'ala, in the big books, inshallah. Second type of tahara, it is taharatun min al-khabath. Tahara from najasa, from something that it is impure. Okay, so basically, just to make the terminology usage to be easier to be understood, hadath asghar and hadath akbar. Hadath asghar, it means that if a person is to pass out gas, it means, and he was in the state of ablution before and the state of purity before, but he passed gas. This is called hadath asghar, minor impurity or like minor unablution. Al-hadath al-akbar, it means major, meaning a person, sperm came out of his body, he slept with his family and like this. In this case, a person will have, it's called major hadath. This hadath, it will be cleansed by making a complete wash, like it was explained before. However, القسم الثاني طهارة من الخبث. This part is to clean, is to pure yourself from something that is very, very impure, najis, okay, like blood, urine, and the saliva of the dog, and it happens by a person to wash his body and to wash his clothing and to wash the place where his prayer is to be done in. So if a person is to have urine in his clothing, he will have to not like before easy going wash, it will be deep wash to make sure that not even a single drop of urine is there, nor blood, and not even what, and not even Allahumma salli wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad, and not even the saliva of the dog. Okay, so this is according to the school of thought of Hanafi, and inshallah ta'ala next fasl. However, moreover, any more detailed question you have, do not hesitate to put it down in the comment, and we will reply to you inshallah ASAP, as you are going to subscribe and like the channel to be keeping up with the inshallah ta'ala with the classes. فصل المحصل للطهارة من الحدث هو المحصل للطهارة المحصل من الطهارة من الحدث هو الماء الطهور. The thing that is going to be used to cause purity and to clean is it is water. To take from to get rid of the major minor hadath, we need water. Tahur water. Tahur water, it means the water that is basically clean in itself, and it causes other things to be cleaned also. So in water we have three types of water: tahur, tahir, najis. Tahur, it means the water that is clean in itself, and it also can clean other impure things. This is called tahur. Number one. Number two, tahir. Tahir, it means it is clean, but the water, it cannot be used to clean other things. Number three, najis. It means water that is not, it's neither clean in itself nor it can be used to clean other things. So the only water that it can be used for the ablution and for cleaning oneself to get rid of the hadath, it is what? It is al-ma'u tahur. And this ma' tahur, it is that water which comes from the sky, okay, like water, rain, like ice, and like the small part of ice, and also that water that is coming from the earth. For example, the well and the river and the sea. Okay, so whatever it comes from the sky, we can use it for ablution. Whatever comes out from the earth, we can also use it for ablution. The water. Okay, and then if this is, and then I just made this qaid this wording so that a person will not be thinking I can make ablution by the usage of petrol. This is not okay. So anyways, وإنما يصح التطهير بما ذكر من الماء ما لم يخالطه ما ينجسه أو يخرجه عن طهوريته. So this type of water, these waters that I just mentioned are the waters that can be used for ablution and cleaning oneself. However, if these types of water, rain, ice, river, sea, well, from the earth, we can use them as long as they stay in the state of tahara, state of purity. Once that something impure comes and changes it, or by time things happen to that water, so that it will be out of the state of the purification and tahuriyah, tahur state. If it reaches that state, then we cannot use it for cleaning, inshallah ta'ala. So then, how can we clean the water? How can we refilter the water to be used properly? This, inshallah, will come later on all these questions. So, inshallah ta'ala, if you have any questions, any concerns, do not hesitate to put it down in the comment list, and then, inshallah ta'ala, we will be answering them in the next recording. Jazakumullah khairah for watching and for getting the beneficial knowledge, and we ask Allah to accept it from us as He is always accepting from His slaves. Subhanakallah wa hamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.